Hello! We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities.
Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
All right, now that we are set up, let's dive into today's episode. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Kingsley.
And I'm Vivian. Today we are discussing a topic that is very close to my heart. It is something we all need to hear when times get tough. The topic is never giving up on your dreams.
That is a powerful topic, Vivian. You know, when we learn English or try to start a business or get fit, there is always a moment where we just want to stop. We want to throw in the towel.
Throw in the towel. That is a great idiom, Kingsley. For our listeners, that means to quit or to admit defeat. But why do people want to quit?
Usually, it is because of failure. We try, we fail, and we feel embarrassed. But I read something interesting the other day. It said that failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success.
That is so true. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall down hundreds of times, but they never think, oh, walking isn't for me. They just get back up. That is called resilience.
Resilience. That means the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. So, Vivian, if someone listening right now feels like their dream is too far away, what should they do?
I think they need to focus on consistency rather than speed. Many people give up because they don't see results immediately. They go to the gym for 1 week and don't see muscles, so they quit.
Exactly. It's like the Chinese bamboo tree. Did you know that for 5 years you have to water it and you see nothing? But in the 5th year, it grows 80 feet tall in just 6 weeks.
Wow. So if you stopped watering it in year 4, you would have killed the dream just before it happened.
Precisely. So, to our listeners, if you are studying English and you feel stuck, or if you have a big career dream, remember the bamboo tree. You are just building your roots right now.
That is such a beautiful metaphor, Kingsley. And speaking of roots, I think many people forget that every successful person started somewhere small. Nobody just wakes up one day and becomes great.
Absolutely. Let me give you an example. Do you know Colonel Sanders, the man who founded KFC?
Of course, the fried chicken guy with the white suit and the beard.
Yes, but here is what most people do not know. He started KFC when he was 62 years old. Before that, he was rejected over 1,000 times when he tried to sell his chicken recipe.
Over 1,000 times? That is incredible. Most people would have given up after 10 rejections.
Exactly. But he believed in his dream. He believed in his recipe. And now KFC is a global brand. Imagine if he had given up at rejection number 999.
That would have been tragic. And I think that is the key point here. You never know how close you are to success. The next door you knock on could be the one that opens.
Well said. Another thing I want to talk about is comparison. Vivian, do you think social media makes it harder to pursue our dreams?
Oh, absolutely. When you scroll through Instagram or Facebook, you see people living their best lives. You see someone your age who is already a CEO or traveling the world or speaking 5 languages.
And then you look at your own life and think, I am so far behind. Maybe I should just give up.
Yes, but here's the problem with that thinking. You're comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You do not see the struggle they went through to get there.
That is such an important point. Social media only shows the highlight reel. It does not show the failures, the sleepless nights, the tears, the doubt.
Exactly. So if you're listening right now and you feel like you are not where you should be, remember this. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your own journey.
I love that phrase. Comparison is the thief of joy. Instead of looking at what others have, focus on your own progress. Are you better today than you were yesterday? That's all that matters.
Yes, small progress is still progress. Even if you only improve 1% each day, that adds up over time.
Speaking of small steps, I want to share a story about a man named Sylvester Stallone. Do you know him, Vivian?
Of course, Rocky, Rambo, he's a legend.
Yes, but his journey was not easy. Before he became famous, he was so broke that he had to sell his dog for $25 because he couldn't afford to feed it.
Oh no, that's heartbreaking.
It is, but he had a dream to be an actor. He wrote the script for Rocky and tried to sell it to Hollywood studios. They wanted to buy the script, but they did not want him to star in it. They wanted a famous actor.
But Stallone wanted to play Rocky himself, right?
Exactly. He refused to sell the script unless he could be the star. He turned down a lot of money because he believed in himself. Eventually, a studio agreed. Rocky became a massive success, and Stallone became a star.
And the best part of the story? After he got his first paycheck, he went back to the man who bought his dog and bought it back for $15,000.
Really? I didn't know that part.
Yes, he never forgot his dog. He never forgot where he came from. That is loyalty and love.
That is a powerful story. It shows that even when things are terrible, even when you have to make painful sacrifices, if you keep believing and keep working, things can turn around.
Absolutely. And I think one reason people give up is because they set unrealistic expectations. They think success will come quickly and easily.
Yes, we live in a world of instant gratification. We want instant results, but real success takes time.
It does. Think about Michael Jordan. He's considered the greatest basketball player of all time. But did you know he was cut from his high school basketball team?
Really? That's hard to believe.
Yes. The coach didn't think he was good enough. But instead of giving up, Michael used that rejection as fuel. He practiced harder than anyone else, and the rest is history.
That's the mindset of a champion. When you face rejection, you have two choices. You can let it defeat you, or you can let it motivate you.
Exactly. And here's another important thing. Your dream doesn't have to be big and famous, like becoming a movie star or a professional athlete.
That is right. Your dream could be learning a new language, starting a small business, writing a book, or just being a better parent.
Yes, whatever your dream is, it is valid, it is worth pursuing. Do not let anyone tell you it is not important enough.
I want to talk about fear for a moment. Vivian, what do you think is the biggest fear that stops people from chasing their dreams?
I think it is the fear of failure. People are afraid to try because they are afraid they will fail and look stupid.
Yes, but here's the truth. Everyone fails. Every single successful person has failed many times. The difference is they did not let failure stop them.
Exactly. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he invented the light bulb. When someone asked him about his failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that do not work."
That is the right attitude. Failure is not the end. It's just feedback. It tells you what does not work, so you can try something different.
Yes. And another fear is the fear of what other people will think. People are afraid to chase their dreams because their family or friends might laugh at them or judge them.
That is a real fear. But here's what I've learned. The people who laugh at your dreams are usually the people who gave up on their own dreams. They are projecting their own insecurities onto you.